course. Here, watch this. Watch this. Whoa. Yo. Whoa. Right? The person that saw that intro that you just saw said that it reminded him of Black Hawk Down, and I took that shit as a compliment.
You said earlier that that they don't have alcohol at this event. I could imagine that safety is like really a paramount thing with these guys.
Two things. Number one, two things. Number one, that was a joke.
Oh.
There's a shit ton of alcohol.
What?
It's
guys with machines.
It flows at night when the airplanes get turned off in parks, and then the alcohol comes out and the food comes out and the fires get started, and everybody just has a really good time.
Okay, because I was worried when you said that. I was like, that seems unrealistic.
Yeah, but the reality is that safety is paramount, and that's what's talked about. That's what's practiced. And that's where everything starts. The pilot community is a really weird mixture of like these dreamers who, people that think that I want to fly, and then these geeks. They're like, hey, did you know that was a 10mm nut, not a 9? And everything in between. But the one thing that all those people have in common is the fact that everybody wants to come down on the ground safely. Everybody wants to hug their family. Everybody wants to go home. Everybody wants to talk about how much fun they had doing it. So safety is paramount. After that's all buttoned up, it's a good time. It's a good time. So you find everybody from the guys that do it like extremely competitively. They've got very purpose-built airplanes, and then you got guys that have like a Cessna 185 Skywagon that they just bring it out there, and it's like you run what you brung, and they come out and they fly, and they compete with like airplanes, right? You don't put like the ones that are really purpose-built with like the big touring class. So it's all different categories of airplanes. A lot of these guys they do this all the time, so their airplanes are packed specifically for this kind of thing, and they come in, they're self-sustained. Other guys will fly in, and then they'll have somebody else in their crew drive in, and you'll see ATVs, motorcycles, and all kinds of like side-by-sides, and they drive those things in, and then everybody else will fly in, and we all converge, and it's just a massive party. So I've always been an aviation geek, and I think it was 2018, I was just cruising through YouTube, and I stumbled across some videos. I'm like, this looks really cool. And so I've said it before, I basically invited myself. I just showed up with a camera one day, and this is a funny story. So I'm there on the Saturday morning of race day, and there's what's called the race brief. So everybody gets together, all the pilots, and Kevin Quinn lets everybody know what the weather is going to be, what the changes might be for the race, and then what what the safety issues they need to talk about, what the FAA is doing or asking, all of those things. And so after the race brief, I'm just cruising around, and I see this small huddle of pilots. And this guy spins around, and he's like, he's got a camera. And he looks right at me. I'm like, yeah, I got a camera. He's like, you want to go for a ride? I'm like, yeah, I want to go for a ride. So I'm like, wait, I've got to go get more of my stuff. And so I'm on this old ratty bicycle. I jam back to my camp and get more cameras, and I jam back. By the time I got back, all the other pilots had all taken off. It was just dust and one pilot, Jeff Whiteley. It was Jeff Whiteley, and he opened up his door. He couldn't hear shit, could barely see. He's like, and so I jam out there, and then there are 5 of us, a flight of 5, and we just took off and flew through geysers and flew over Pyramid Lake, and really just that was how I learned about High Sierra, and so I've been doing it ever since.